The entrance of the graduate procession. Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the entrance of the academic procession. Announcing the entrance of the main procession. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the entrance of the chairman's procession, kindly remain standing.
I hereby declare the 4th Asia University Convocation open.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا شاكر حمدا نامع حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في كل وقت وحين وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الملاء الأعلى إلى يوم الدين اللهم يا حي يا قيوم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. We give praise to you for permitting us to organize and be present at the 4th convocation of the AeU University on this day, the 21st of September 2014, at the Putra World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Allahumma ya mujibu da'wat wa qadi al-hajat. We plead that you, O Allah, Lord of all, bless this ceremony with your love and grace overflowing. May all of our endeavors in ensuring the success of this event receive your blessing, your grace, and your mercy. Allahumma ya Qawiyu, ya Azizu, ya Fa'alu, lama yuridu. At the same time, we also pray for your beneficence in ensuring the continuance of our success, be it in academic terms or the development of the human aspect. And may you continue to sustain us for further, more meaningful success in various aspects in the time to come. Allahumma ya Muhaiminu, ya Raqibu, ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram. May our students who are to be honored today, as our alumni to be thankful for the honor they are about to receive. May they persist with their efforts to improve themselves and their potential, both academically and grow as individuals. We also beseech you, O Allah, so that the honor they are to receive in this convocation inspires others to endeavor and work together to achieve success. Allahumma a'fir lana zunubana wa ikhwanina allazina sabaquna bil iman wa la taj'al fi qulubina ghilla allazina amanu rabbana innaka ra'ufur rahim. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana haza jam'a marhuma wa tafarruqna min ba'dihi tafarruqa ma'suma wa la taj'al fina wa la ma'ana shaqiyya wa la mafaruda wa la mahruma. O Allah, may our meeting in the fourth convocation of the AeU University be blessed, and may our parting be honored by your grace and protection. And we implore to you, ensure that we are protected from malice and destruction, and bestow us with your blessing. Bestow the highest of honors to our parents, who have raised us so selflessly, who have loved us for all these years, who have lulled us to sleep, who have made sure that we have never wanted for anything. To the teachers who provide unstinting benevolence and wisdom, we endeavor to bring enlightenment and wisdom to all. And to those who gave us support so graciously, for every act of support help fortify our hearts in time of trepidation. O Allah, forbid that the success of today make us conceited and boastful and be to our detriment. O Allah, forbid that the successes we taste today lead us to hubris and cause us to forget the promises we have made and do ill to others. O Allah, forbid that the little wisdom that we have lead us to arrogance. Instead, instill us with a sense of humility to praise for you. Humility to praise for you. Finally, O Allah, forgive us our sins. Forgive the sins of our parents. Forgive the sins of our teachers, and forgive the sins of your beloved followers. Allahumma man ahyaytahu minna fa ahyiha ala al-Islam, wa man tawaffaytahu minna fa tawaffahu ala al-Iman. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة أما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. A very good morning to all. Salam sejahtera. Yang berbahagia, Academician Tan Sri Dr. Syed Jalaluddin Syed Salim, Chairman, Board of Directors, AeU University, Your Excellency, Dr. David Richard Nawamdi, Minister of Education, Namibia, and a graduate of AeU today for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Yang berbahagia, Tan Sri Dr. Syed Hamid Syed Alba, AeU's first honorary doctorate recipient, who's also AeU's Doctor of Philosophy graduate today. Your Excellencies from the foreign missions, Vice Chancellors and heads of public and private universities in Malaysia and from abroad, members of the University Senate, management and staff of the university, friends of the media, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk, Datin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most important of all, graduates of 2014. First and foremost, praise and thanks to Allah the Almighty for bestowing on us good health and blessings, and for being able to be here today to share this memorable occasion of another graduation with our beloved graduates, their dear families and friends who have traveled near and far to be with us. I would like to express on behalf of the management our deep appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, Academician Dr. Syed Alauddin Syed Salim, Chairman of Board of Directors of AeU, for his unwavering guidance, staunch support and leadership to the university. Congratulations too are in order to His Excellency Dr. David Richard Nawambi, Minister of Education in Namibia, on the successful completion of your PhD candidature at AeU. We are extremely delighted that Your Excellency and Mrs. Nawambi has found the time to be with us today to celebrate this auspicious occasion despite your hectic schedule. We warmly welcome you to the 4th AeU Convocation. Our heartiest congratulations too to another of our PhD graduate, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Syed Hamid Syed Alba, who was our first honorary doctorate recipient in 2011. Tan Sri, of course, was our foreign minister before, and instead of resting on his laurels, he has pursued relentlessly for more than 3 years in AeU to receive today the degree of Doctor of Philosophy to fulfill his dream. Graduates, at this moment of individual success, I urge you to spare a moment for your parents, spouses, children, and friends, as none of you would have been able to walk on this stage alone. Everyone who loved you had a hand in this remarkable achievement of yours today. So share the joy with them and let us give them a warm round of applause. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. AeU University, though relatively young, just 6 years in operations, has distinguished itself as a successful and unique institution for open and distance learning, not only within the country, but also in other parts of Asia. It is through the commitment and devotion to hard work, a passion for achievement and quality of the academic staff and partners that has led AeU to be a beacon in higher education in Asia today. Providing quality education has always been the paramount at AeU. Quality improvement is encouraged and is part of the DNA of AeU. Striving to achieve best practices and standards, we are happy to share with you that all of academic programs at master's as well as PhD levels have been audited and awarded full accreditation. Of the total of 31 academic programs, we have achieved full accreditation for our PhDs, our MBAs, our master's education, Masters in IT, Management, Knowledge Management, our bachelor's degrees in Administration, Education, IT as well. Others are expected to receive full accreditation status very soon. I'm also proud that a total of 1,200 graduates will be conferred their respective degrees at this 4th AeU Convocation. I would like to thank the deans and all the local and international partners for their unwavering support and cooperation. I'm sure you feel proud that you have played a part in the success of these graduates today. 8 years ago, at Islamabad, Pakistan, when the foreign ministers deliberated on the establishment of AeU, they resolved that this university must be Asian-centric and be mainly focused for the Asian cause. Let me quote the ACD Foreign Minister's Declaration. We resolve to ensure the provision of easily accessible and expanded educational opportunities for the peoples of Asia with the proposal for the establishment of an Asia E-University, which will be an instrument for greater Asia-wide cooperation in closing the digital divide and spearheading e-education efforts to meet future challenges for the benefit of the region. We have, alhamdulillah, not just been in Asia, but we have gone beyond the continent of Asia and now have become a global university. This year, our convocation is aptly themed as accelerating capacity building across the borders, together with our vision to be a leader and a premier educational hub in the promotion of affordable and quality e-learning in Asia. I'm pleased to inform that AeU has forged forward rapidly since its operation, establishing international education partnerships in 27 countries, such as Bahrain, Bangladesh, Cambodia, China, Denmark, Ghana, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Maldives, Mauritius, New Zealand, Nigeria, Oman, Pakistan, Somalia, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Thailand, Vietnam, and Yemen, and many more are coming in the pipeline. In the next 2 years, we hope to reach out to more ACD countries, particularly in the Central Asian member countries, and we're slowly but surely becoming a truly global university. To date, we have received recognition from Higher Education Council of Pakistan, from Hong Kong, from what they call India, as well as from Sri Lanka, Nigeria, and Namibia Accreditation Authority. To date, AeU has enrolled nearly 3,700 international students from 60 countries, making up 25% of our total enrollment, many of whom are pursuing postgraduate studies, masters and PhD at AeU. AeU is also a member of the following international education organizations: the International Council for Open Distance Education, European Foundation for Quality E-Learning, International Consortium for Teaching and Learning, Association of Commonwealth Universities, Asian Association of Open Universities, and the Association of Asia Pacific Business Schools. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in moving forward, a 5-year academic plan, 2012 to 2016, has been implemented to act as a transformational catalyst for our academic progress over the next 5 years. The strategic blueprint serves as a guide to the schools and other supporting units as the operational levels in terms of infrastructure, and we have established 26 local centers and over 20 international centers. These centers are now all acting as a local as well as international marketing arms of AeU. In order to further enhance AeU's presence in the locality in terms of visibility and accessibility of information, we will soon open regional offices in Pahang, Johor, Sabah, and Sarawak. We have also leveraged on new education technologies to give new and more exciting learning experiences to our students. The university has in the past given out more than 2,000 iPads as a main learning device to the teachers enrolled in the Bachelor of Education program as our initiative and contribution in equipping the teachers to meet the demands of the new generation. We are constantly endeavoring to improve the learning experience to the MyPLS, and we will be migrating to the latest version of Moodle and are in the process of setting up a dedicated MyPLS team to spearhead the improvements. The School of Education and Cognitive Science, SEX, began with a modest intake of 93 undergraduate students in 2011, sponsored by the Ministry of Education. Since then, the ministry has sent 3 cohorts of students, making a total of over 3,000 undergraduate students, majoring in Bahasa Melayu, early childhood education, and teaching English as a second language, as of September 2013. Today, we will see the fruits of the first graduating class of 78 teachers in teaching English as a second language, and they've completed their studies in just over 3 years, part-time. This augurs well, not only for the ministry, but also for our university. Besides that, we have seen tremendous growth in student numbers enrolled in Masters of Education program. To date, a total of 489 students are registered in this program, which is a clear indicator that teachers in Malaysia who have the basic bachelors are now upgrading and upskilling themselves. Our new offering, Graduate Diploma in Early Childhood Education, is beginning to show good promise with just over 60 kindergarten teachers enrolled. It is our hope and desire that this effort by the School of Education will help increase the knowledge and skills of early childhood teachers to ensure that our children and grandchildren get the best in their early formative education. The school is continually seeking new ways of training teachers through a blended learning approach and hopes to attract more students to look upon AeU as an attractive alternative in their busy work schedules. The School of Information and Communication Technology has launched a Bachelor of Technology with an innovative approach in which studies are conducted in a work-based learning mode to produce industrial relevant and ready graduates. Students earn grades through assessment on their actual performance at the workplace. The school will soon launch a collaborative program with the Ministry of Human Resource to upskill and upgrade diploma in vocational education graduates. Today, we will witness a significant milestone for the school, and it is also graduating its first PhD in ICT, 16 masters in ICT from Somalia, and the first batch of 47 BICT students from Indonesia. For our business graduates to move forward and stay relevant, a revised Doctor of Business Administration and a Master's in Business Administration program has been implemented the past year to cater for the business professionals. They have been restructured to be more focused to include Asian-centric industry-oriented modules, and in order to be better positioned, the School of Management, a center for business excellence, will be established. It is our plan that through this center, the School of Management will build a global network of experts and develop a repository of best business and innovative practices. New, more innovative and market-driven programs such as Bachelors in Design Entrepreneurship and Islamic Management will be introduced soon. The School of Arts and Humanities plans to offer 2 more degrees, the Bachelor of Communication and New Media Studies and the Bachelor of Psychology, as well as a Diploma in Islamic Education, whilst promoting activity Islamic programs into Islamic countries such as Bachelor of Education in Teaching Islamic Studies, Executive Master of Islamic Administration, and Master of Islamic Administration. In the School of Graduate Studies, we have an enrollment of nearly 900 doctoral students, including over 350 international PhD students from 60 countries, making the School of Graduate Studies one of the biggest graduate schools in the country. All our PhD programs are fully accredited, and we are proud to take note that students choose AeU because of the quality of the supervision, close engagement, flexibility of studies. We have engaged international supervisors worldwide, and our PhD theses have been examined by prominent academicians from top-ranking universities, such as Oxford and even IIT Bangalore. With the approval by MQA and the Ministry of Education for a PhD in Arts, Business, and ICT to be written in any of the 4 languages, Arabic, Bahasa Malaysia, English, and Mandarin, we will drive to further expansion of our doctoral programs globally. Dear graduates, to quote Deepak Chopra, the famous author and physician, know your true self. Your true self is not only your self-image that is dependent on the labels you and others have given yourself. Your true self is the innermost core of your being that is beyond all labels, definitions, and limitations. All the wisdom traditions tell us that the human spirit is a field of infinite possibilities, a field of infinite creativity, love, compassion, joy, and profound equanimity. Know you can only give to the world that which you possess in that innermost core of your being. Remember that you will create peace only when you are peaceful, and create a loving world only when you have learned to love." Unquote. Congratulations to you on your accomplishments. Today is a memorable day as you have successfully completed your studies. This is truly a cause for celebration. You have much to be grateful and proud of, the sacrifices that you and your family members have made towards your achievement and success. Their support has been the backbone of your success, and they too deserve our heartiest congratulations. Imam Sufyan ibn Unayyah, the 8th century Islamic scholar, said the first step in knowledge is to listen, then to be quiet and attentive, then to preserve it, and then to put it into practice, and finally to spread it. Graduates, today it should not be the ending of your learning. It should just be the beginning. Your minds have been stimulated, I hope, and hopefully your hearts have been brought alive as well. Do not let those hearts and those minds go to sleep once again, but use and spread the knowledge and skills acquired for the good of the global community. We are now facing a global environment that is increasingly complex and challenging. The environment in which we live, work, and play is constantly reshaped by the combined dynamics of globalization, rapid technological advances, as well as geopolitical and environmental developments. We have to accept that a whole new way of how we live, work, play will change. Indeed, in a world of intense and unrelenting competition, survival is a question of being technologically savvy, having a global mindset, and being innovative. My advice to you graduates is to brace these challenges courageously with the skills and knowledge that you have acquired. Graduation should not be an ending, but be a beginning. Be bold, be courageous, be your best. Better so, make a firm commitment to lifelong learning. This is important, as you need to update and upgrade your knowledge and skills to keep abreast with development. Therefore, graduates, create a new vision for yourselves. Be ambitious, be creative, and be daring. Every one of us has a calling. Your real job is to find out what that reason is. Your calling isn't something that somebody can tell you about. It's what you feel. It's a part of your life force. It is a thing that gets you excited and gives you the juice. You know it inside yourself. It is our hope the knowledge, skills, bonds, and network you have made while you are AeU will get you going about the business of doing it. But in going about doing your thing, above all, be God-fearing, be humble, be generous as you journey on the next phase of your lives. I'm reminded of the famous Arumi quote, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself." Let me take this opportunity to once again thank the ACD member countries, the wonderfully supportive board members of AeU. My sincere, heartfelt thanks to the dedicated and tireless staff of AeU. In particular, we thank the government of Malaysia, especially the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Higher Education, and the Ministry of Finance for the trust and endless support given to us. And not forgetting a special thanks to our beloved international and local partners, many of whom are with us today, who once again to celebrate this convocation. In conclusion, congratulations to all of our graduates. Enjoy the day. Celebrate with your loved ones. My deepest thanks and appreciation to all our distinguished guests present today for their support. Heartfelt thanks to the management and staff of AeU for their undivided dedication and tireless commitment in successfully convening the 4th convocation ceremony. I wish you all a blessed day. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Ansari Ahmad, President and CEO of AeU University, Your Excellency Dr. David Richard Nawandi, Minister of Education Namibia, and Mrs. Nawandi. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Saimid Alba, our former Foreign Minister, and also our first recipient of the honorary doctorate degree, and Yang Bahagia Puan Sri Sharifah Azia. Distinguished board members, His Excellency, Vice Chancellor, Head of Private Universities, Member of Senate, Management and Staff, Graduate of AeU University, Tan Sri, Datuk dan Datin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and warmest greeting. First and foremost, praise and thank to Allah the Almighty for blessing us with this joyous occasion of celebrating another graduation event with our deserving graduates, their proud families, and our friends from near and far. Today, we are gathered to commemorate the 4th convocation. It is indeed a proud moment for graduates to receive the scrolls and fulfill their dreams in forging ahead academically and professionally, but also for all of us in believing in them and together making the dream come true. We are deeply honored and warmly welcome all of our distinguished and esteemed guests, partners and graduates from far and wide, both international and local, and the beloved families and parents of our graduates. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the 1,202 graduates who have completed their studies, including 14 graduates who have completed their studies at doctoral level with our university. This is especially significant. I still remember when Malaysia had only one university, it took a long time to even graduate a single PhD. And what we have achieved today is indeed exceptional. I must congratulate the whole team, for this big effort and to enable so many graduates at doctoral level to receive the scroll. I'm especially proud to congratulate also the first PhD in ICT. You, together with more than 3,000 alumni members from across Asia, will continue to carve their name in AeU milestone as the fourth batch of graduating scholars. This year's convocation, theme Accelerating Capacity Building Across Borders, has been aptly chosen to reflect the growing numbers of international borderless graduates who have successfully completed their studies at AeU, many of whom I'm proud to note have found the time to be with us personally today to celebrate this joyous occasion. This includes the first batch of 47 graduates in Information and Communication Technology, mainly from Indonesia. This is a result of the collaborative effort between Polytechnic Negeri Jakarta and AeU. I am also pleased to note that AeU sent them to the industries relevant to the area of specialization for industrial training. I think this is very important because we need two things in life, knowledge and skill. So this scheme enables the graduate to acquire not only the knowledge but also relevant training in the area of interest. Those with good performance now have the opportunity to be employed in Malaysia. Some of them could even stay back. They also had the opportunity to partake in conferences organized for international students and many other activities which we organize. Sri Lanka too, although it's a small nation, island nation, but it has taken a big step to advance academically and professionally. There are hundreds of them here in the hall today to receive the master degree, mostly in the master program. What is truly amazing and satisfying here is the program run by our partners in Sri Lanka. Has enabled us to achieve this significant result. I am also pleased and would like to congratulate the 7 Somalian masters in ICT in partnership with Mogadishu University. Despite many challenges, I think they have accomplished what they set to do. My congratulations to AeU management team led by President and CEO, Professor Dato' Ansari Ahmad, for the strong dedication and tireless commitment in successfully achieving and organizing this significant occasion for AeU University. AeU University has distinguished itself as an eminent and unique institution to open learning, not only in Malaysia but also as part of the world, particularly in Asia. Our Deputy Prime Minister has aptly summed up in one of the meeting overseas. He said, while he was in Kuwait, that AeU University is perhaps one of the most successful projects under the Asia Countries Dialogue Partnership. So I think this reflects the achievement that we have made. But let me also say this, that the ICT have, or rather the internet, has transformed education so much. You may be saying, perhaps the start of the end of the kind of university we used to, brick and mortar, big campuses. These are very costly to operate. How do we make it accessible? It's all through internet. And today, university is no longer, the custodian of all the knowledge. The internet has much more knowledge than many universities. So, what AeU University has done actually is to optimize the whatever technology we have and to make education, reach far and wide and at the cost that people can afford. But I'm not saying that Harvard and Cambridge Oxford will just disappear overnight, but I think in the years ahead, you will see that the shape and form of education will be transformed very much greatly. And I think we are prepared, we are ready, and we must owe this to the vision of our leaders, including Yang Bagia Tan Sri Syed Hamid, when he was the foreign minister. He helped us to shape the university. He was also, in a way, one of our founders. So with the establishment of AeU, We are well placed to undertake teaching and research, to develop philosophies and concepts, all aspects of social, cultural, political, and economic life, taking into account our rich heritage based on Asian philosophy, value, and tradition. I and the board of directors are pleased to note that AeU is not resting on its laurel. It is spearheading the use of learning technology like MOOCs, massive open online courses. Actually, the secret to this success is quite, you can focus it, you know. Today you have courses online, more, but who will certify them? So it just take one nation, you know, to create a certification body, you know, whether it is a university or government authority. And I think slowly and steadily we find that the traditional university will be running out of business. Because the knowledge you can acquire through internet is so much that what we need to do now is to see how we can organize and see those who are competent enough, they can go for assessment examination and get the necessary accreditation. The accreditation part is the next step that everybody had to think about. How should we do it? You know? Dear graduate, find expression in the world around you. Share your success. Accelerate your contribution. Your sacrifices and achievements should, in all humility, be laid out to enrich your family, friend, and colleague. Your distinctive feat in taking this memorable journey in a unique environment of borderless distant education will surely be rewarding, and I have no doubt that you will be exemplary in whatever you do and successfully meeting the challenges that await you. These challenges come in many forms, be they personal or professional. You have taken the first step of your journey and you have embarked on this, and this will have a profound influence on your future endeavor. Your perseverance has certainly borne fruit. Don't stop, carry it further to greater height. Feel the inspiration of family, friends, colleagues, and all of you. Please don't feel sorry that you have not gone to Harvard or Cambridge or Oxford, but let me just give you an assurance that, you know, what actually in life is, you are always, why do you go to Harvard sometime, you know? So let me compare Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, like football clubs. Can you get into the Barcelona, you know, Real Madrid? So they play at various levels, you know. So are the university. But more than that, you know, what you don't realize, for all of you, graduate of AeU, it is, you make this not only sacrifice, but the fact that you inspire so much difficulty, you're able. So it's a self-challenge, you know what I mean? If you can self-challenge yourself, it doesn't matter whether you're in the first league or second league or third league, but that is the main ingredient for success. That you're able to challenge yourself to reach or to set certain standard and attain your goals, you know. This is the formula of your success, actually, you know. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you've not gone to Harvard or Oxford, but what is important, you learn how to make it happen on your own. That is the biggest, I think, education which you never realize that you acquire while you are at AeU, you know. So I hope there is enough foundation that you have acquired here, and the road ahead is very clear. I know it, you know why it is not easy, because I too, when I came back as a student from England, you know, I joined the University of Malaya, I didn't have a PhD, let me tell you this story. So in the 60s, late 60s, you have to get a PhD on your own. There was no scholarship, there's no leave or nothing. So I had to enroll in London external, you know, a degree. So I know working and doing part-time, so I'm not only a theoretician, you know, I'm telling you from my own experience, but working and earning on my own is not an easy business, you know. So I salute all of you. This is indeed a biggest achievement, you know. I admire you because it is certainly not for the faint-hearted, you know. So really, I'm sure for all of you, the future is very bright, you know, because if you can make it happen once, you can repeat it. The toughest part, you know, is to make it happen once. It is once you do it, you use the same formula, There is sheer determination, hard work. So never be scared. If you are able of facing the challenge once, you can do it. I think all the time. In closing, once again, I would like to congratulate all the graduates, teachers, and their proud families. I wish you all the best in your future undertaking. The future is yours to build. Step out bravely into the world, dreams, and pursue them. I always say this in Convocation, if man can go to the moon, so can you. Thank you.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Doctor of Philosophy to the graduates as stated in the Convocation book. Bartholomew Michael. This is titled, The Use of an Integrated Grammar Genre-Based Writing Approach to Teach Business Writing Skills. Bartholomew Michael is a writing researcher, teacher training, lecturer in business English, and author and ex-journalist.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Doctor of Philosophy to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Cheng Chuan Sheila. This is titled, An Investigation of the Cognitive Processes in Solving Operational Research Problems among Selected Business Degree Undergraduates in Malaysia. Sheila Cheng is a senior lecturer in the School of Management, AeU University. David Richard Namwandi. This is titled, Implementation of the Southern African Development Community Protocols on Education and Training and its Impact on Economic Development, a case study of Namibia and Zimbabwe. His Excellency, David Richard Namwandi is currently the Minister of Education, Namibia, and the Central Committee of SWAPO Party, the ruling party of Namibia. Phan Hang Peng. This is titled, Team-Related Factors in Influencing Project Performance as Perceived by Project Managers in Malaysia. Phan Hang Peng is working as an enterprise architect in Hewlett-Packard Technology Consulting. Hanan Asad Ahmad Khatib. This is titled, The Impact of Human Resource Management Practices on the Performance of Bahrain Educational Institute. Hanan Al-Khatib is currently the principal of Ittihad Schools in Jordan. She was previously in Bahrain with more than 17 years of experience as HR, Administration and Finance Manager, Principal and a part-time lecturer. Kan Yok Yu. This is titled, A Study of Stock Market Dynamics in Malaysia, 1990-2013. Kan Yok Yu serves as the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Business and Management, Southern University College in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. Lok Lei Hong. This is titled, Teaching, Learning and Performance Approaches for Classical Guitar and Piano, a case study at an Institute of Higher Learning in Malaysia. Lok Lei Hong is the head of Department of Music at the Malaysian Institute of Arts. Mani Makalai Anak Perempuan Jambulinggam. This is titled Determinants that Influence Adoption of Mobile Technology in Learning Environment. Mani Makalai Jambulinggam is a senior lecturer in Taylor's University. Nguyen Trang Tang. This is titled Valuation of Intangibles, a case of private firms in Vietnam. Nguyen Trang Tang has served as a lecturer, consultant of business management, and the president of Vietnam Marketing and Management Institute. Pradeep Kumar, anak laki AeU Naya. This is titled Recruitment and Retention of Academic Staff in Selected Malaysian Private Universities. Pradeep Kumar Naya is the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Taylor's University, Malaysia. Syamala Anak Perempuan Ramasamy. This is titled Informal Reasoning Fallacy and Critical Thinking Disposition among Malaysian undergraduates. Syamala Ramasamy is a senior lecturer and head of research and scholarly activities at the Faculty of Social Science and Liberal Arts, UCSI University. Syed Hamid bin Syed Jafar Alba. This is titled National Interest in the Foreign Policy of Malaysia, the Mahathir Era, 1981-2003. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri, Datuk Sri Syed Hamid Alba, was the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Malaysia. He is currently Chairman of Land Public Transport Commission and Special Envoy of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and a Council Member of the Asian Peace and Reconciliation Council.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Doctor of Business Administration to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Of Business Administration to graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Awang Yusof bin Awang Adom. This is titled Consumer Behavior Towards Modern and Traditional Retailing in Kuching, Sarawak. Awang Yusof bin Awang Adom is currently a lecturer in UNITA International University in Sarawak. Kwong Chung Man. This is titled Brand Advocacy and Repurchase Intention of Malaysian Automotive Owners. Kwong Chung Man just retired as a banker. He is currently a full-time stock and share consultant. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Masters of Science Management by Research to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master of Science by Research to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Masters of Business Administration to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master of Business Administration to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Masters of Business Administration in collaboration with the International Business School of Scandinavia to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master of Business Administration in collaboration with the International Business School of Scandinavia to graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Masters of Human Resource Management to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master of Human Resource Management to graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Masters in Management to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master in Management to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri, Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Master of Education to the graduates as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master of Education to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Master of Information and Communication Technology Management to the graduates as stated in the convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Master of Information and Communication Technology Management to graduate as stated in the convocation book.
Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Bachelor of Business Administration with honours to the graduate as stated in the convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Bachelor of Business Administration with the honours to the graduate as stated in the convocation book.
Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology with honours to the graduates as stated in the convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology with honours to the graduate stated in the convocation book.
Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Graduate Diploma in Business Management to the graduate as stated in the convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Graduate Diploma in Business Management to the graduate as stated in the convocation book.
Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, I hereby request to confer the Graduate Diploma in Early Childhood Education to the graduates as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Graduate Diploma in Early Childhood Education to the graduates as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Executive Masters of Business Administration, Executive Master of Public Administration, and Executive Master of Strategic Human Resource Management to the graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Executive Master of Business Administration, Executive Master of Public Administration, and Executive Master in Strategic Human Resource Management to graduate as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Executive Masters in Science in collaboration with SPEED partners to the graduates as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Executive Masters in collaboration with SPEED partners to the graduates as stated in the Convocation book.
Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the Chairman's Award to 3 graduates who have achieved outstanding academic performance in the postgraduate programs as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the Chairman's Award to 3 graduates who have achieved outstanding academic performance in the postgraduate program as stated in the Convocation book.
Kumara Sen, anak lelaki Mutusami, Masters in Business Administration. Chow Choi Chin, Masters of Education. Naina binti Abdul Karim, Masters of Education. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Chairman, I hereby request to confer the President's Award to 2 graduates who have achieved outstanding academic performance in the undergraduate programs as stated in the Convocation book.
With the authority vested in me, I hereby confer the President Award to 2 graduates who have achieved outstanding academic performance in the undergraduate program stated in the Convocation book.
Rati M. Bigai, anak perempuan Kanapati, Bachelor of Education, Tersel. Wan No Abidah binti Ibrahim, Bachelor of Education, Tersel.
Wow. Before I start with the valedictorian address, on behalf of all graduates, I want to request all the graduates just to finally, I admire you. Revered President, revered Chairperson of this fine university, respected President of this important university, Honorable former and current ministers, members of parliament who are here this morning, members of the diplomatic corps, faculty deans, directors, and heads of department, the vice chancellors, and heads of public and private universities in Malaysia and overseas, distinguished professors and lecturers, staff, dear fellow graduates from Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Indonesia, Jordan, Somalia, Malaysia, and of course, Namibia. Friends and colleagues, I include now the spouses of the graduates, husbands and wives, brothers and sisters from the media houses here in Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen. I am thrilled this morning, thrilled because I was given an opportunity to speak on behalf of all the graduates at this great gathering. I therefore would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the AeU University management, the university professors and lecturers, and the entire AeU community of scholars for the support accorded to us during the period of our studies. We are extremely delighted and feel very proud to have been accepted to study at AeU University, where we were treated and valued as important stakeholders, despite our diverse background and nationalities. To my dear colleagues, dear graduates, today certainly marks a milestone on our journey of academic success. Your presence here today, it is a testimony of your strength, willpower, and determination. When you look back on all of those late nights, early mornings, wild nights, days where you felt broken, and days when you were ready to give up, you have made it, and today we must applaud ourselves for this achievement. Let us applaud ourselves. As for the PhDs, a PhD is the highest academic achievement anyone can earn. As it was rightly put by one of the scholars of this fine university, and I quote, "The journey was exhaustive, emotional, and lonely," unquote. But due to our determination, our victory has finally been proclaimed. It is my constant advice to my fellow alumni that the process of knowledge creation should not end with this convocation. This is not the culminating point. It is our responsibility to continuously implement our academic theories into practice by writing articles and expanding our horizon further and that of our fellow humankind. We cannot afford to be goats or springboks when everybody else surrounding us is a lion, will certainly be eaten up. Colleagues, remember, I'm now talking to my fellow graduates. Remember that the reputation of any institution of higher learning is greatly enhanced by those who went through its doors. Fellow graduates, our being here today attests to the fact that we have vowed to stand by our university, AeU. Defend its academic standards, and never ever undermine its integrity and prestige. Tansri, Chairman, sir, allow me to say this on behalf of my fellow graduates. As of today, we have entered into lifelong contract with this distinguished institution, which you are leading. We thus confirm and pledge that we will remain its ambassadors in whichever country or continent we happen to find ourselves. Thank you for shaping us. We will not let the university down, and we will remain forever indebted to this fine university. Dear audience, you will undoubtedly agree with me that education is a great enabler and equalizer of opportunities in life. As a late anti-apartheid revolutionary, politician, and a philanthropist, and the former South African president, late Nelson Mandela, once said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world," unquote. David Namandi says, "Education is what is left when everything else learned is forgotten." Many people attend institutions of higher learning to be accorded opportunities to acquire the most needed commodity knowledge, which is considered to be the prerequisite for the socio-economic development of any nation. But some attend the institution of higher learning in order to go back to their societies and intimidate them, frustrate them. To me, I say we should put aside that one. With quality education, many things are possible. Education is needed not only for one to acquire gainful employment, or to acquire gainful employment and to be financially remunerated and be paid a salary, but also to be proactive, that is, to create work and generate wealth for the nations of the world. It goes without saying that education widens one's horizons of knowledge to be able to know more about the environment around us so that we can master it. It enables us to think critically before we accept them as a fact or taking them for granted. It enables us, or it enables one to become innovative and be able to create greater things which were not in existence before from simple ideas, and to lead a comfortable life. Education broadens the scope of understanding of ourselves and our neighbors, of other cultures and social settings globally, rather than being narrow-minded, thinking that your world or culture is the only one and the best in the whole world, ignorant of what is happening elsewhere. Universities provide us with opportunities to become open-minded and knowledgeable so that we can become useful and productive citizens in the society by providing leadership at various levels in various ways. Universities are there to mold individuals intellectually and build them and build that character in them that is expected of leaders. Thus, universities are great institutions in our lives that no nation can afford to ignore it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not by surprising. It's not surprising that university graduation or convocation the world over are celebrated with a lot of joy and fun because they mark the end of a long academic and educational journey that culminate into an achievement and award of academic qualifications. We often celebrate this achievement because of the value we attach to the qualifications attained by individuals in society. It is not only individuals attaining such qualifications who are celebrating their achievements, but our entire families, communities, and nations recognizing such major achievement, especially at postgraduate level. This is so because postgraduate training generates that higher level of human resource that is needed to bring about developmental change in society through catalyzing socio-economic development and growth. The success of any nation depends on the quality of education it offers to its citizens, as well as the creation of new knowledge and ideas that would help propel the advancement and development of its people. Countries like Singapore, Malaysia have done extremely well in the last few decades because of the huge investment made in the provision of quality education and in research development and innovation. Malaysia has excellent higher education institutions, both public and private alike. This has contributed to the rapid growth of Malaysian economic and the ability to compete internationally. The country has become an economic giant in the sub-region. I believe very strongly that this university has and shall continue to contribute significantly to the country's success through its excellent academic programs, quality research and development, and innovation. Moving towards the end, for the few years we have been associated with this university, we have witnessed tremendous changes that have taken place in terms of the expansion of facilities, academic programs, recruitment of quality staff, and a growing number of students both from within the country and outside Malaysia, with foreign students' number growing exponentially. This is clear evidence of the quality of education offered by AeU University. This trend, in my view, is likely to continue for many years to come. This would not have been possible if it were not for the excellent and visionary leadership of the board and the university management. Thus, on behalf of my own, on behalf of my fellow graduates, and indeed in my own behalf, I wish most sincerely to congratulate and commend the AeU University leadership for this great achievement. As a world-class university, we pray that you continue working smart to take this great university to even greater heights. As alumni of the university, we will play our part in promoting the image of this university wherever we find ourselves. Finally, and very finally, let me congratulate all those who graduated today with various qualifications. I would like to wish them great success in their future endeavor. Asante sana, and thank you very much.
I hereby adjourn the 4th AeU University Convocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we conclude the fourth convocation of AeU University. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for making this event a memorable occasion. Until we meet again, thank you very much and have a good day.